Thanks for watching Blitz. It's time for our player interview here at Lumpkin County with some of the star players for the Lumpkin County Indians. We got senior quarterback Cooper Scott and Mason Sullens, bruising running back as a junior. Guys, really appreciate you being in front of the camera and being on Blitz, and I'm excited to be here to talk about your team a little bit. But thank you so much. And so Cooper, we'll start with you. 4-0 start. It's rippling through the whole community. The state's all turning their heads. They see Lumpkin County 4-0 for the first time since 1988. What does that mean for this program to be here in this spot? How surreal is that for you, and what's the excitement been like?
I mean, it's huge. We've been working for the past 4 years really to get to this goal, and it's huge for the community, huge for the school system, because we've known as a team what we can do. We've had the talent for years, but now everybody backing us, knowing what we can do, it's huge for the culture.
Yeah, absolutely. So you sort of expected a start like this. It's not, for a lot of people, surprised. For you guys, not so much,
yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And so you sort of mentioned this. So a lot of the same guys, you've been in this program. It's not like a bunch of new kids just came over here to Lumpkin. It's the same group. So it's obviously a lot of credit to the work that you guys have been put in, but also this coaching staff coming in, and there's got to be a change in the culture somewhere. What's been the biggest change in the culture?
The biggest change in the culture was when Coach Webb got here. We could tell there was something different, and started putting on some different workout program, helping us get better with everything, really.
Yeah, and now not only what I love seeing about you guys is that years before, you obviously talent on this roster, but sort of not being in that mode of expecting to win. You know what I mean? And now you guys not only expect to win, but you also know how to win the close games too. When you have them, you don't have many close games, but those will come eventually. Cooper, for you, every team sort of has either a motto, a slogan, or just some resonating theme throughout. What is kind of y'all's go-to slogan or motto, and what's the meaning behind it?
Well, ours is hard work pays off, and since Coach Webb got here, through our workouts, anything we've done through practice, I mean, he tells us hard work pays off, and it's showing on the field now on Fridays.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Mason, sort of goes in tandem with this. What are some team goals? Are there things that when you guys got together, you decided, hey, this is what we want to accomplish in 2022?
We mainly wanted to win preseason game and try to win all the region games.
Gotcha. And then I know I used to play baseball, I didn't play football, but just going into every season, everyone likes to set goals for themselves, and that can always fit into the team goals. But are there things that you personally set for yourself that you wanted to accomplish this year? I don't know if it's a number of touchdowns or anything intangible as well.
I set a goal for myself to try to get it to 1,000 rushing yards by the end of the season.
Yeah, I think you're well on your way too. You're one of the leading rushers in the state at this point. Cooper in total yards, you're up there too. You guys both every week are in that mix. So it's been fun to watch you guys. Cooper, talk about the offense a little bit, because you are the guy that you dictate the pace of play on offense. You're calling the shots on the field at quarterback as a senior. How much fun is it to be able to have all these guys around you, like Mason Sullens, like Cal Faulkner and Will Wood, and insert anyone else in there as well?
It's huge, and so for us, we can do so much in our passing game and rushing game with Mason and Will, and then we have Cal, Harper, and Carter who can all get out there at receiver. And each game it's different, because Coach Webb game plans each game completely different. In some games we're out there slinging it. Some games it's Mason running, working his butt off. So it's huge, and it's fun to see all those guys have that success.
Yeah, and it feels like, I don't know you personally that well, but it just seems like you're very unselfish about, you don't really care who has the ball. You just want this team to win and do well. Is that fair to say?
It is, yeah. I just love scoring touchdowns. So as long as these guys are doing it too, then it's great.
Absolutely. So I want to ask, as a dual threat quarterback, man, you get an opportunity to sling it in there, and love your touchdown pass last week, where you just find the tightest little window, get the ball in there. And then also you get your rushing score too. But if you had a choice, what's your favorite, throwing the ball for a touchdown or running it in?
I'm going to have to say a throwing touchdown.
Yeah.
And I like the one to Cal actually more than the one to Caleb, just because I like throwing the ball deep. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looked pretty good. All right, so Mason, last question for you, man. What is, it kind of ties into the culture. Things are different now. The game plan, you talked about the game plan is different based on the opponent too. What is your typical game day routine that you guys have and the way that you prepare for each and every game?
Well, in the mornings we get to school and work out, and then just go through our day after the workout. And then around 2:40 we have our team meetings. Then we go back to the weight room, stretch, roll out, and then come back up, have our pregame meals, and then get ready for the game.
Yeah, so there's no like off time really. You know, that's what's different. Like teams that typically we see don't win a whole lot of games. It's more like you go to school, you go home for a while, you come back. You know, but it sounds like you guys have that mindset of staying in the game. You don't have any off times. So that's great. Cooper, you'll kind of close this thing up for us. Talk about you're a senior. You obviously have the talent to go play somewhere. What is that recruiting process looking like for you? Are there some schools that you're sort of talking to or looking at, and what's your sort of time frame on when you might make a decision?
There are. I'm talking to a couple schools right now, and I mean, I'm just going to see how the season plays out to see where I'm going to head after Lumpkin County.
All right. Well, guys, congrats on a fantastic start to the year. We definitely aren't shocked. I predicted y'all to start out 5-0 actually, so hoping that you guys continue to put up the W's and let this thing play out and be a historic season for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.